This is Sparta!
Hey there, warriors. I hope everyone's staying safe in this time of trouble with this virus going around. I don't have the virus, I assure you, but I do have allergies. So I got my allergy blend of Young Living oils going over here. It's a blend of lavender and peppermint, and I also got some peace and calming going. So hopefully it'll help me. I'm not really having congestion problems. It's more of everything running. So I'll probably be sniffing a lot through this video. This video is going to be a flow to get us into Salamba Sirsasana. I believe that's how you say it, or headstand. So if you have any neck issues, I would not try this. You will need some blocks and a strap. So go ahead and get those before we start. Grab you a drink of water, because I will give you water breaks. And we will just start in a standing position. So come to mountain pose. Your feet are toes touching, a slight distance between your heels. Your buttocks is tight. Your quads are lifted up off your knees. Shoulders back, head in line with the spine. Belly pulled in, pelvic floor lifted. Just begin your Ujjayi breath. Set an intention for this class. Inhale the arms up over the head. Grab on to opposite elbow. Side bend to the right. Exhale. And this video is a remake of one of my previous videos because I did make it longer for my classes that I teach, and because I did not have a microphone in the previous video. So inhale, come back to center, switch which arm is on top, grab the elbows, exhale to the left. Also want to point out that I'm going to go ahead and turn towards my mat. Interlace my hands behind my back. Don't hyperextend the elbows, and just back bend with the chest opener. I will be giving different cues throughout the videos. I learn as I go. I am working on my personal training certification also. So as much as I learn, I will try to teach you. Go ahead and start to bend the knees and forward fold over those legs. First, just come into a sort of ragdoll position, laying your torso on top of your spine, letting your fists dangle down as far as they can. Still keep that micro bend in the elbows. Go ahead and bring the arms down. We're just going to sit the hips back. Bring the hands to heart center and come to toe balance. So you're up on the balls of the feet, strengthening the feet. Sit up tall and straight. Your torso is over the hips. Woo! Now we're just going to lower the knees. Keep the toes folded under to come into toes pose. It's a very good pose if you suffer from plantar fasciitis or you run. is very humid here in Tennessee. I've got my garage door open. It's raining, so you are most likely going to see me pour sweat. If you're a sweater, I do recommend you drink plenty of water. The more dehydrated you are, the more your heart has to work. All right, so just come down onto the tops of the feet, and I'm going to move back slightly. Bring your fingers to face your body and just sit back for that wrist stretch. We are going to be on the hands quite a bit. Now ball the fingers up into a fist and bring the tops of the fists to the floor. Stretch the outside or the elbow side of the forearms. Go ahead and shift up onto the shins, separate the feet, and you can move your calf muscles out of the way, make this a little more accessible. If you're really tight in the hips, you can go ahead and sit on a block. If not, just sit down in between those feet. Tops of the feet come to the floor. If you have any knee issues, I also wouldn't do this pose. Grab your strap. And we're just going to bring it behind the body and do some shoulder opening. So get it at a comfortable width with your arms. Might need to let mine out a little bit. So I'm going to bring it here first in front and then go back. You should feel a stretch in the inner side of your arms right along here. If you don't, just bring your hands closer together. So do that just a few times. Now if it starts to feel a little easy, go ahead and move your hands in closer. It's probably a little too much for me. You don't want it to hurt or feel like your shoulders are popping out. You just want to feel that stretch. All right, so place the strap to the side. Stay sitting up tall and just let the head roll side to side. Keep the shoulders pulled down away from the ears. I only like to do half rolls because I feel like when I bring my head all the way back that it just puts the neck in an awkward position, scrunching the vertebrae together. Now go ahead and bring your right hand to the left side of your head and pull your head down towards your shoulder. Extend your left arm to the left. Release that side to the opposite side. Bring those arms up, side bend over to the left. Keep that torso in line with the hips, sits bones planted. Come back to center, side bend to the right. Oh, I got a Charlie horse. Come back to center, twist to the left, exhale, twist to the right. Got Charlie horse on the other side. Come back to center. Plant the hands. Come onto the shins. Fold the toes under and push back into your downward facing dog. And in your downward facing dog, your hands are going to claw into the mat, but try not to lift your knuckles up off the floor. You're just gripping with the fingertips. Rotate the biceps in towards each other. The biceps come beside the ears, opening up the shoulders. Now your heels are working towards the floor. Your quads are lifted up off the knees, and you tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And breathe. You can bend one knee at a time and walk the dog out. I like to bend both knees, get a good Achilles stretch there. Now, what we're going to do in this vinyasa every time, or you can if you want, you don't have to. You can either step forward 1 foot at a time, or you can come to the toes, bend the knees, you kick the butt. Try to bring your torso up over your shoulders. Now come into that forward fold again. Ragdoll position. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, mountain pose. I need to move my microphone a little. All right, so we're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutation. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back plank. Lower chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bend the knees, hop to the front, halfway lift, fold, tall mountain, mountain pose. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back plank, lower chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bend the knees, step to the front, halfway lift, fold, tall mountain, mountain pose. Last one, we'll begin our flow. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back plank. Lower chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Step through runners. Rise to crescent and hold. Don't forget that front knee is in a 90-degree angle. Back leg is working towards being straight. Ball of the foot under the heel. Belly pulled in. Shoulders away from the ears. Windmill the arms down, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, step through runners, rise to crescent. Don't forget, in all these poses, while we're holding, it's hard to do when you flow, but while you're holding, pull the belly in towards the spine, lift that pelvic floor, lower the ribs. Make sure you're really contracting that core. Arms down, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bend the knees, hop to the front, halfway lift, fold, tall mountain, mountain pose. Adding on warrior two, tall mountain, fold, halfway lift, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Right leg lifts, step through runners, crescent. Now open those hips up, drop the arms down, warrior two. Deep bend in that front leg. Back leg is straight, knees open so you can see that front toe. Putting your weight into the knife edge of that back foot. Core is in, pelvic floor is lifted. Drop those hands down, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Left leg lifts, step through runners, rise to crescent, open, warrior two. Windmill those arms down, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bend the knees, hop to the front, halfway lift, fold, tall mountain, mountain pose. Adding on reverse warrior, tall mountain, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Right leg lifts, step through runners, rise to crescent, open warrior two. Now just left arm comes down the back leg, front leg stays deep. Side bend into reverse warrior. Don't forget that pelvic floor. Windmill those arms down, runners, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Left leg lifts, step through runners, rise to crescent, open warrior two, reverse warrior. Bring those arms down to runners, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Come to the toes, hop to the front, halfway lift, fold, tall mountain, mountain pose. Grab you a drink of water, I'm starting to sweat. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, fold. Adding on crescent moon. Halfway lift. Step back plank. lower chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Right leg lifts, step through runners, crescent, warrior two, reverse warrior. Now windmill those arms, come onto that right foot, drop the right arm down, open those hips to the side, flex those toes back, come in to your half moon. Don't forget about the core. You can try to challenge your balance. Woo, I still can't. By looking up. Whew, it is a lot harder to do. Step way back to runners. Plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Also, don't forget to keep that breath going. Each movement should be an inhale or an exhale. Inhale, that left leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Inhale, rise to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon. Step way back, runners, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bend those knees, come to the toes, halfway lift, fold, tall mountain, mountain pose. It's really hard to tell if you're dehydrated, when you urinate into the toilet, because it will be diluted. But if you urinate into a cup and your cup isn't just a yellow, if it's starting to look more of an amber, then you probably need to drink more water. If it's dark, dark amber, you need to drink lots of water. If you're a sweater like me and you work out as much as me, you need to drink tons of water. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step back plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And we'll be moving into revolved half moon. Inhale, right leg lifts. Step through runners. Crescent. Warrior two. Reverse warrior, half moon. Now you're going to square the hips, drop the left down, and you can bring a block to make it a little easier if you need the balance. And raise that right arm. Keep that left leg lifting. Opening up that chest. Step that left foot way back. Runners, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Left leg lifts. Step through runners. Rise, crescent, open warrior two, reverse warrior, half moon. Now square that hip, drop the right hand down, left arm comes up, revolved half moon. Keep that right leg lifted, core pulled in, left leg working towards straight. Step that right leg way back, runners, plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bend those knees, hop to the front, halfway lift, fold, tall mountain, mountain pose. Adding on, we'll do a stretching series, tall mountain, fold, halfway lift, step back plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Right leg lifts, step through runners, rise to crescent, open warrior two, reverse warrior, half moon. Woo, lost my balance there. I'm thinking about this microphone. Maybe need to move. Revolved half moon. Now drop that left leg down to meet the right. Halfway lift, fold. Halfway lift, arms out, fold. Halfway lift, fold. Step back to your plank. Side plank to the right, hold. Now we're going to twist the left arm underneath for 10, 9, breathe out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that left leg up, pull it in, see if you can grab the toe, extend. Now swing that leg up to the front, come into runner's pose. Whew. Now we're gonna push onto that left foot, come up to standing staff. Hold. Drop the hands down underneath that right foot. Interlace the fingers. Push down into the hands, opening up the shoulder blades. Now extend that right foot out, head to knee. If you can balance. Bring that knee back in. Take the peace fingers of the right hand around the big toe. Left hand comes to the left hip. Stand up and extend. Now, woo, keep your balance. Now lower down. Oh, you did it. So from here, we're going to swing this foot around the back into runners, heel toe, that left foot over to the right, drop the knee, come into pigeon prep, hands beside the hips, inhale, exhale, fold into pigeon. Inhale, push back up. Come onto that left hip. Swing the right leg around and come into your Sirsasana. You're working toward your legs being in a 90-degree angle. So that means the outside of this left leg is the angle part, not the inside. It's one thing I just learned. So inhale for length, pull those toes back, flex the quad, reach for the inside of that right foot, and side bend. Inhale, come on up. Now we'll come to cradle the baby. So take that right foot, place it in the inner left elbow. Try to sit up as tall as you can. The knee is in the right elbow. You're pulling the leg up. And just rock side to side. You can twist. This is cradle the baby. So we're rocking our little baby. Get a little dynamic stretching there. Now go ahead and grab the foot with the right hand and push with the left hand. Push it back. Make sure you're sitting up tall. See if you can bring that foot to the ear. I'm not there yet on this side. So now we're going to take the left hand, flip it thumb side down, grab the outside of that right foot. Now I'm going to come on to my left hip. See if you can get that knee way up on top of that shoulder. Place your right hand down beside your foot or your hip and see if you can straighten that leg. I can't do this side yet, but I'm just working towards it. So do your best. This is compass pose, or what it will eventually be. And hold that stretch. So I should be extended. My foot should be extended all the way. My right arm should be straight. My torso should be straight. I'm just not there yet. Go ahead and release that slowly. Oh. Come back into your down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step through, runners. Crescent. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Revolved half moon. Drop that right arm foot down, halfway lift. Fold. Halfway lift, arms out. Really working the lower back here. Fold. Halfway lift, arms out. Fold. Halfway lift, arms out. Fold. Begin to come up. No, don't come back to plank. Side plank on the left. Hold. Really pushing those hips up. Now 10 twists. So breathe out for 10. 9. Try to make these slow and controlled. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lift that right leg up. Bring it in. Grab the toe. Extend. Now pull it to the front for your runners. Now from your runners, rise to standing staff. Hold. Bring the hands down underneath the foot. Push into the foot. Open up that upper back. Now extend the foot long, head to knee. Come back. Bring the left peace fingers around the left big toe. Stand up. Now squat down. And then come back. No, I'm sorry. This is your pistol squat. Swing the left leg around. For runners, heel toe that right foot to the left for pigeon. Pigeon prep. Inhale. Exhale. Pigeon fold. Make sure that foot's flexed back. Knee is pushed back. Inhale, come on up, that pigeon prep. Come down onto the right hip. Swing the left leg around. Come to that Janu. So the right foot comes to the inner left thigh. Try to bring the leg out to a 90 degree. The outside makes a 90 degree. Pull those toes back. Grab the instep, that left foot, and side bend. Pull that belly in, lift that pelvic floor. Inhale, come on up. Bring that left leg in to the right elbow. Inner right elbow. I'll face towards you slightly so you can see what I'm doing here. Knee comes to the left elbow. Sit up tall. Cradle that baby. If you notice you are way more flexible on one side than the other, then the side you need to work on flexibility, and the side that is more limber, you need to work on strength to try to equal out your body. Mine is stemming from a pelvis twist. So before every workout I do, and I try to do it even when I don't work out, is strengthen my left side and stretch my right. All right, so let's come into that shooting bow. Pull that foot back. Compression in that hip. Keep sitting up tall. See if you can bring that foot to the ear. Mine won't quite go there. Now, I'm gonna flip my right hand, thumb side down, grab the outside of my left foot. I'm going to come onto my right hip slightly. See if I can get that knee on top of my left shoulder. Bring the left arm down. Now, start to straighten your leg and pull your head through your arm. So, I have pretty much got it on this side. But my hip needs to be down. I need to be straighter. My torso needs to be straighter. May actually be able to do it if I grab my toe. All right, so bend that foot, bring it back, and we're going to come into seated staff. We'll work the core just a little bit. Go ahead and grab you a drink of water. Flex the feet back, lift the quads, bring the hands right next to the hips. See if you can lift the hips and then lift the legs. Oh, that is hard on the quads. I got a cramp. So from here, keep the feet flexed back, quads lifted, sit up tall, and just twist. You can lean back slightly, but keep the back straight. Exhale. Make sure you keep those shoulders away from the ears. Now twist to the left. Come back to center. Now a new way that I've learned to forward fold is to keep the quads flexed, and you're going to slightly point the feet to where the balls of the feet come forward, but pull the toes back. So it's like a floint is what they call it. And they're saying not to clear the sits bones because it puts less of a strain on the hamstrings. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, peace fingers around those big toes. And pull the torso down, belly first. Pull the pelvic floor in, belly in. Keep the head in line with the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, come on up. Bring the feet up to your boat. Bend the knees, grab the big toes for upward angle. Really pull those legs in to the chest, keeping the chest lifted. Now we're going to roll back, get some momentum, and stand up to chair. Come on back. Oh, come to chair. Hold that chair. In chair, your belly is still pulled in, lifting the pelvic floor. Forward fold. Vinyasa. Up dog. Down dog. Now we're going to rotate those elbows down and come into dolphin pose. So I've been working on peacock pose. I'm not there yet. It takes some shoulder strength and flexibility and balance that I just don't have yet, but I'm going to work my way there. So from dolphin pose, just start to walk your feet in. See if you can get your torso over your shoulders. See if you can bring one leg in. Just take little hops, or go ahead and take your peacock. So from here, you can take your handstand pose, headstand pose. So I'm going to bring my elbows shoulder distance, bring my hands together, and place the crown of my head right in here, right in where my hands are. The crown of my head, is going to come to the mat, and my hands are going to come to the back of my head for stability. So you're going to push your weight into your elbows, come up, walk in. What I like to do is bend, come into a little ball, and slowly go up. And then come down. So that's not my favorite version. That version does put less of a strain on your neck, but the easier version for me is tripod handstand. So that was Salamba Sirsasana 1. This is Salamba Sirsasana 2. So I'm going to bring my hands shoulder distance right underneath my shoulders. Bring the crown of my head slightly in front of my hands, so I'm in a tripod. Now, don't put pressure into your neck. You're going to really push down with your hands. And just lift your knees. I'm going to get a little bit better angle here. Lift your knees. I like to bring them onto the back of my arms like I'm going to do crow. Really put your weight into your hands, not your head. And then see if you can start to lift one leg and the other. This one is easier for me because I just feel like I've got more of a balance. So I slowly start to come down, and I've been working on trying to come into crow from this position, and let's see if I can do it. Probably not. Pull those feet in. Oh, almost. It's pretty hard. Okay, so we've got the headstand out of the way. We're gonna take some tension off of those elbows and come into child's pose. An extended version of child's pose that will really help those shoulders. So knees apart, feet together. Come walk your hands out like you're going to come into child's, but bring the blocks in right underneath your upper elbow. So right here. You may need to spread them apart, make room for your head, and just drop your head down and let your hands come down your back. Inhale, come on up. Walk your hands out. Bring the knees together, hips distance. Walk your hands out farther than you would be in a tabletop, about mat's width. Just sit your hips back for puppy pose. Come on to the stomach. Forehead down. Push that pelvis down. Reach the hands around. Bring the feet in. Push your feet into your hands to kick back. And then lift for bow. Try to keep your knees together. Bring those knees down. Drop the feet. Push into the hands and set the hips back. Knees come together. Now I'm going to bring my hands to my heels and really drop your head and start to lean forward, tucking in. Bring the forehead right in front of the knees. Lift the hips up. Don't put pressure into the head. It's a good upper back stretcher. This is rabbit pose. Inhale. Come back up. Now bring the feet out in front. For your bound angle, feet come together. Scoot the hips in towards the feet. And this is another thing I've learned. So we're going to open the feet up like a book, sitting up tall. Your elbows are going to stay in. So inhale, and then exhale, fold down flat. Flat back, reaching your head forward and down. Keep your head neutral. This is bound angle A. Keep your shoulders pulled away from your ears. Inhale, come on up, and we're going to take fire log pose. So we'll do the right leg on bottom first. Flex those feet back. Shin comes parallel with the front of the mat. Left foot comes on top of the right knee. Try to make a triangle in the middle here. Really flex both feet back. Inhale, and then exhale. Fold, flat back. Inhale, come on up. And bring the left foot on bottom, right foot on top. This is my bad side. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up. Just extend the legs out. Scoot down onto the back. Let the feet fall open. Palms come face up. Inhale. Get your deepest inhale of the practice today. Exhale through the mouth. Stick the tongue out for a cleansing breath. One more time, inhale. Exhale. We'll just take a minute, and I want to say a prayer for this country and the challenges we're facing. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you today with a heavy heart. I pray for all the people that are stressed and are scared and are hoarding all this food and paper products. Lord, I pray that you will give them strength and teach them not to fear and to trust in you. I pray for our president. I pray for the media. I pray for both sides of the Democrats and the Republicans, Lord. This is a time that we need to come together and not be fighting, Lord. I pray that you keep everyone safe and everyone listens to the things that they need to be doing right now. In your heavenly name, I pray. Amen. When things get back to normal, I will be holding live classes again in Sparta, Cookeville, and McMinnville, so feel free to message me if you would like a live class. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will continue to update my classes and get new equipment and new knowledge. Thank you for working out with me today. Stay strong, warriors. Namaste.
This is Sparta!